Hey everybody, thank you, Tameka from the Cave. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you, Tameka.
You were mentioning the fans. What do you both hope the fans take away from your characters? Like as you come to a close with this chapter, what do you hope that they remember the most?
I think for me, with Diamond, I think is you only had a chance to see him for 3 seasons. So it's like it'll take you on a short journey, but the writers' room has done a great job of giving him an arc of relatability. I think to a lot of the fans, the transition from one thing to the next. How your family treats you. Do you keep them around, or do you have to move from them? The trials and the errors of just trying to make decisions, but trying to leave something in your past for your future, but then is that going to bring you back in? As I call it, going back to your default. What is his default? And Diamond is trying to play both sides, and can he do it? And eventually he finds out he can't. So I think the journey of just trying to, evolve in your head and just trying to figure out where you fit in life and what position you want to be, and then are you committed to it? I think is important. I think the fans, from my experience, the fans have gravitated to just that journey, but just saying like, hey, I got a brother that did that, or I'm a barber, or I've had that experience, or I've been in the streets and I changed my life. And I just want the fans to be able to I'm just grateful that I'm even part of this universe, but I'm glad that we're able to allow the fans to just be able to go on this ride and this journey for us. And it's our last ride, so it's like you can tell that
Yeah.
we're going in hard, literally.
I've always loved that about Diamond, just being a barber, like, before and after. Kind of this is almost like this wonderful secret hobby. But what it makes me think about sometimes, Isaac, is like when I'm out and about in the real world,
Yeah.
and like when I'm at the barber shop, or when I'm like, when I'm at like the fix it shop and there's that guy in the back who looks like he might have lived a hard life. You're like, man, I mean, this guy might be fixing a diamond watch, but like, what has this guy done in his life? And it brings me back to your character that I think we all have to give Isaac Keys some love for bringing such humanity to a character, that he plays this beautiful subtleness of he could be anyone in the world, and yet that man could take your life or threaten your family, or be the biggest nightmare you've ever had in the world. So don't underestimate. I think Isaac is the perfect embodiment of do not judge a book by its cover in terms of who he is. So I mean, I think you're doing it right, Isaac, with leaving a legacy. And then for me, with Tommy, I mean, I just want the fans to have fun. They want to have fun with Tommy. I want him I want him to cry with Tommy. I want him to love with Tommy. I want him to be mad with Tommy. Tommy is an emotional guy. You guys see that animated movie, with all the little voices in there? I forget what it's called. I loved it. I watched it on the plane, and it's like the madness comes out, and it's like got the remote controls. I mean, I think
Inside Out.
that what's it called again?
Is it Inside Out or in?
Yes,
Which
Inside
one?
Out. Yes, I think so. So it's like I think the audience in some ways likes being the avatar inside of Tommy, and you can kind of see when Tommy's, and you're like this one, and then this one Tommy pops out, and then this Tommy pops out. He's a man
Mhm.
full of inner conflict, and as much as I want, people to see themselves in Tommy, which I think people do, I think people see a lot of the raw id of the human being in Tommy, and now we're getting to see the ego within Tommy, as in the cerebral part of it. That Ghost said a long time ago, two men, one voice. We're two sides of the same coin, Tommy. And Tommy has seen that this ghost that lives inside of him is starting to that has been there the whole time, is starting to have to be at the forefront in order for him to get to the top.